Atomic structure and periodic table mid-unit test A. Number 1. 4 students were asked to name the parts of an atom that determine the atom's identity and chemical properties. The students' responses are shown in the table below. Which students' responses are correct? A. Student 1. B. Student 2. C. Student 3. Number 2. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons are present in an atom of hafnium with a mass number of 178? A, B, or C? Number 3. Group 18 of the periodic table includes the noble gases, all of which, B, are found only in Earth's atmosphere, C, are missing 1 electron in their outer orbital, D, have filled valence electron shells. Number 4. An atom of a certain element has 36 protons, 36 electrons, and a mass number of 84. At room temperature, this element is a very stable gas. How many neutrons are in this atom? A, 36, B, 84, C, 48. Number 5. Students were examining a lustrous element that has the properties of high density, it is conductive, and is non-flammable. Which elements were the students most likely observing? B, hydrogen, C, carbon, D, chromium. Number 6. A chemist is identifying the elements present in a sample of seawater. What characteristic of an element's atom always determines the element's identity? A, the number of protons. B, the number of neutrons. C, the number of valence electrons. Number 7. Iodine has an atomic number of 53 and is neutral. How many electrons does iodine have? B, 7. C, 127. D, 53. Number 8. In the early 1900s, many scientists thought an atom consisted of a positive substance with a negative charge scattered throughout the substance. Then Ernest Rutherford completed an experiment that changed the concept of an atom. His discovery led to the understanding that an atom consists mostly of space with A, protons orbiting a dense nucleus made of electrons and neutrons. B, neutrons and protons orbiting a cloud of electrons. C, electrons orbiting a dense nucleus made of protons and neutrons. Number 9. The model of an atom is shown below. Which element is represented by the model of the atom above? A, boron. B, carbon. C, neon. Number 10. Is the element represented by the Bohr model in question 9 reactive or non-reactive? A, reactive. B, non-reactive. Number 11. What determines the reactivity of an atom? B, the number of neutrons. C, the location of valence electrons. D, the number of valence electrons. Number 12. Element R and element Q have the same number of valence electrons. These elements both have similar chemical behavior, but element R has fewer energy levels than element Q. Which statement best describes the positions of the two elements in the periodic table? A, they are in the same period, with element R as the first element in the period and element Q as the last element. B, they are side by side in the same period, with element Q to the left of the element R. C, the two elements are in the same group, with element R just above element Q. Number 13. Students in a science class prepared flashcards so they could quiz one another about the arrangements of the periodic table. One of the flashcards contained information about the following two elements, element L and element M. The students had to use the information on the flashcard to determine possible positions of the two elements on a blank periodic table. Which periodic table has the elements placed in locations that match the information on the card? A, B, or C? Number 14. Using the Bohr model below, identify the element. A, neon. B, potassium. C, fluorine. Number 15. Is the atom shown above reactive or non-reactive? A, reactive. B, non-reactive. Number 16. Which of the Bohr models below shows an atom of the element phosphorus? A, B, or C? Number 17. What force in newtons is needed to move an object with a mass of 23 kilograms at an acceleration rate of 25 meters per second squared? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 18. Which of the following describes all of the possible ways that an object accelerates? A, an object moves with constant speed. B, an object moves with changing velocity. C, an object moves with increasing speed. Number 19. Two students are working together to build a birdhouse. Student 1 applies a force of 10 newtons to a wooden board in order to slide it across a table to student 2. If the force of a friction resisting the student's push is 4 newtons, what is the net force? A, 4, B, 6, or C, 14? Number 20. When a person is sledding down a hill, where do they have the most kinetic energy? Once they have stopped. At the bottom of the hill when they are going the fastest. Or C, right after they have left the top of the hill. Make sure all of your answer choices are done and filled in.